Hey, what's going on, guys? MiniQ787B here. Welcome back to NASCAR Thunder 2004. This is episode number 51 today. We're actually 5 episodes remaining until we match our car number, actually, in terms of our episode count. In the last episode, well, it was rather quiet. Well, literally and figuratively. The only thing that really happened is we had our throttle get stuck. But that didn't matter. That didn't matter for us. Our road course skills have really shown through in that one. Anyway, you'll notice the Midnight Green is back. I did promise I'll bring it back for Daytona, since the Eagles are now Super Bowl bound, baby. Hope we win against the Chiefs. That'd be awesome. I'm not sure if I'll run this again if we do win it, but I'm not so sure. I mean, I was only doing it as a celebration to get to the NFC Championship game. Now we're celebrating getting into the Super Bowl. Anyway, let's just go see what we can do in the garage here area. I mean, we have 4 decently good chassis. Well, okay, except for this one. That's getting... I do want to repair this one, actually, because this is actually our mid-season performance review episode, and honestly, some people are probably going to go. I'm probably going to look at the footage for like the last episodes this whole season and just see if who's make the cut and who's going to be going around. So you'll have to wait till next episode to see if we're going to hire people or fire people anyway. But anyway, we're going to repair that chassis for 4 races. We're not going to go crazy with the spending because we have 3 good like everything's great actually. So yeah, we're probably going to overhaul. We're going to overhaul this one actually for 4 because that efficiency stat, we would love that, get a buff on that, even if it's only 2 points. So 4 races there. Now, in terms of the bodies though, I might have to lay off some work there. But at the same time, I really can't. We need to overhaul this. But instead, we might do 2 races for this one instead. Because we only have 3 bodies, and we would have only 2 to work with afterwards. For the next few races or whatnot. I mean, we could still be okay, but even so, we have all this money. We might as well do it, right? I want to keep myself above $1 million because the next edition in 4 races, we're going to do the engine shop. We do need some power. And then afterwards, we're going to do the chassis shop as well. But anyway, enough about that. Let's get straight into Daytona, baby. Let's go away. But first, we need to make sure which chassis we want to go with. We might do... Well, Chicagoland's coming up next. I kind of want to use this one instead. We're gonna use chassis number 1 that just got repaired. The engine, well, obviously we're choosing this one. And in terms of the body, like I said, we have 2 to work with. We might use this for Chicago. But this, because of the drafting stat is at 60, we need that. So we're going to use this one. And we'll see you guys at Daytona. Let's go away. Alright, we know the drill by now. We're going to do the first lap off cam. And the second lap, we're going to see how we do. Because qualifying at Super Speedways, we're always going to qualify last at the start. All right, here we go for our timed lap. I couldn't get 186 by myself, no matter what I tried. I mean, I'm not really good with the gear ratio setups. I'm going to have to adjust that on my own at some other point, like another practice session. But I ran out of time, so we wanted to go and take care of this right now. Could have a decent run down the backstretch. Do not hit do not scrape that wall. So yeah, 185 is the best I can do. Hopefully I can stay in the draft this race. I might adjust the wedge to make it a little bit tighter. Make it go faster in the corner a little bit. Yeah, we just went down to 179 there. I'm not sure how I feel about this setup here. The lap time's going to be a 49, I want to say.
Good speed. We'll start near the front.
This qualifying is rigged. I don't know why, but the qualifying, we should not be up here every single episode. But we're going to fall back at the back of the pack anyway. So why am I getting hyped over it? Yeah, these are the gear ratio setups. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Let's just go straight to the World Center of Racing at Daytona.
Tonight, it's Super Speedway action under the lights. MRN is live at the Daytona International Speedway this evening with flag-to-flag coverage of the Pepsi 400. To win a race is something pretty special at any track. But to win here at Daytona, you're that much closer to becoming a legend in the sport.
There's no doubt about it. A lot of these NASCAR and Winston Cup drivers will tell you that it's really no different winning here than anywhere else. But those are the guys who haven't done it yet. Once their name is in the history books here, I guarantee you they'll change their mind.
The 56 car has had a couple of incidents on the track with the 20 car.
You know, a little contact now and then is to be expected. The track gets crowded real quickly when you put 43 cars out there. I wouldn't be too worried about it.
Ken Schrader really needs a good finish in this race. He's got a long way to go on the points list.
Yeah, those guys have been working so hard this year. It's a shame it doesn't really show in points. Just seems they can't keep that car out of trouble on race day. Maybe their luck will change today.
An unusual back-of-the-pack start for Robbie Gordon.
You're right, it's going to be tough for him. You get so used to starting up front, and then you have an off week and you have to start towards the back. Then when race day comes, you feel like you passed 1,000 cars at the end. And worse yet, sometimes you never make it to the front.
Gentlemen, start your engine.
All right. We're starting in P3. We got Mikey in front of us once again because he's just unstoppable at these types of tracks. But anyway, we're getting ready to go. 40 laps here at Daytona. Hopefully 2 stops is good enough for us today. And honestly, I didn't think we'd be starting right up front here. So I guess our goal is to keep our car up front as much as possible and more importantly, stay in the draft. That's definitely what we want to do. I really don't need to win this race. I just want to get as high as we can, and maybe just pull away from Mikey because Mikey is the best super speedway guy in the game. So I want to make sure maybe him and I can just pull away at the end. But here comes Rocket Man Ryan Newman right beside me. But the draft's just going to pull us forward, and the strategy is just to stay behind Mikey. I don't care about leading any laps until like the very end. So I just want to stay with Mikey and hopefully just stay in that draft. Hopefully we can get enough speed to pull away. But it's just, once again, he has the corner speeds, but I can reel him in the straightaways. Or at least I hope my gear ratio allows me to.
Got one up.
We're getting close to that 7,000 RPM range.
Okay, we're clear. Leaders right.
Yeah, we're at oh my god, we're at 191, 192, 193. I mean, maybe this gear ratio setup is good. I don't know. We're doing great so far here. Just making sure we just keep the car out of the wall too, because any form of aero damage will ruin the pace. But man, he just pulls away from us in the corners, but in the straightaways, we're just gonna reel him back in. I don't know if it's because of the tire grip or what, but oh my gosh, look at this run that we have. We could honestly could have just tried to pass him there, but the plan is to stay behind him. Oh yeah, we're already at max with Michael Waltrip here, but we're gonna keep it that way. We're gonna keep it that way. And make sure I cut off the shear drift and put it back on. That way it stays at 100. And it's been going good. It's been going very good so far. We're still hanging on second, which is the plan, actually. It is planned. It is by design to stay behind Mikey. So I want to make sure I can keep that speed going. It's just like in the corners, I just lose. I just lose Mikey, and Ryan Newman just comes right back up. And the straightaways, I'm gone. It's not like Talladega where we can have like a 5-car breakaway or whatnot. That's what I'm trying to do, just making sure it's just only a 2-car breakaway. But here comes Mikey's teammate, Dale Earnhardt Jr., the other super speedway legend in this game, which is always either him or Mikey wins every single plate race. Dale Jr. is going to try to make a move on us at the bottom. We're going to cut him off here. We're going to make sure these DEI cars do not work up together. We're going to be the sole saving grace of this race, hopefully. And once again, it's just we just have so much momentum on the straightaway. We just stalled Dale Jr. out, by the way. And here's our Daytona 500 winner, Matt Kenseth, in 3rd place behind us. He's looking to sweep both Daytona races this year. Good luck to it, buddy. Yeah, it's been rather quiet, though. It's all by design to stay behind Mikey and actually save a lot of fuel doing this. It does happen. It does save fuel, stay behind a draft of Mikey here. And yeah, I really wouldn't mind if you just go to distance. I mean, 2 stops, yes. And oh my gosh, we're pulling away now. Me and Mikey are just pulling away. I smell a successful race here, guys. I smell it. It smells delicious, actually. amount of success that we're gonna probably have. And Matt Kenseth's bubble on the bottom of the screen is no more. We pulled about maybe 6/10 ahead, both me and Mikey. Like, Mikey's so OP, so I'm glad we're able to work with him. But here comes Dale Jarrett back behind us as well, because Mikey decides to go towards the wall. Jeff's going to follow suit, but we're just going to pull away on the straights yet again, because I have no idea. I mean, Mikey just wants to make the racing interesting, apparently.
Caught the leader. Be patient with the pass.
Run the bottom, Mikey. Come on, go to the bottom. Yeah, everyone's back now because Mikey decides to run the top. Come on, Mikey. Yep, because here comes Dale Jarrett now.
Number 88 is looking left.
We're going to actually have to block this run here. And now all of a sudden you decide to go run the middle. Yeah, he just wants to make the race interesting. He just wants to make the video interesting. That's what Mikey wants to do. He just wants to make the video interesting.
Your right front tire's a little worn. Careful now.
Okay, so now we're all 3, 2, 3 wide behind me. I have to block both lanes
Fuel is
just to
at
make
hand.
this happen. We're gonna try to stay in the draft with Mikey Waltrip because he might just pull away.
If he wasn't so friendly, he'd be blocking.
Well, if he was so friendly, he would be blocking. Actually, I want him to be in the bottom, like right now. There you go. That's what I'm looking for. My goodness, the car got tight. The right front's wearing down, and the tire. It's just, my goodness.
Leader's right in front of you.
Do I even want to take 2 tires? I mean, it would have to be rights only. Yeah, this is what we wanted right here. They just caught up with us. The AI actually worked together really well. Here comes Bobby Labonte, though. He hasn't had that much success in this whole playthrough so far. He has not won a single race, surprisingly enough, in this whole entire playthrough. Even Michael Waltrip has more wins than him. Again, he's leading right now, Mikey actually is. Like, that's the thing about Michael Waltrip in general, especially in this era of NASCAR, is we have a blown engine right there. That it has to be Mayfield. That's a tragic end for Mr. Mayfield there. I mean, 10 laps in, we're just keeping our efficiency as best as we can. We're all bunched up together, which is interesting. We have a huge breakaway for like about maybe 15 cars, and the other pack is just by themselves. Like, they're gone. Like, only a caution can save
We
them.
got much longer on that left front tire.
Well, okay. Maybe I do need to take 4. Now, when would be the good time to come down pit road, though? I'm trying to think about that. So I want to pit with some of the guys and just try to make a good time going. Because I'm afraid they're going to work together in the draft and just leave me out to dry. I mean, that is really the plan, though, is to stay with these guys as long as I possibly can on these tire runs. And if we could stay with Mikey the entirety of this run, I'm not worried. I'm really not worried.
Right there.
But
Let's
right
see
now
if
we
can
are.
lead this thing.
Yeah, I know. Once again, it's by design I'm running in second.
Up quick. Leader's right there. He slips up. Make your move.
All right, we have to make the move on Mikey because Matt Kenseth just kind of forced us to go down there as we're now leading the pack, but the car does not want to hang to the bottom. And Matt Kenseth,
Right rear's getting warm. Keep an eye out.
I guess we're covering both lanes now.
You're clear.
So now it's our turn to be the Pied Piper at Daytona, I guess. All right, that's it, Mikey. Work with me on the bottom. I guess we could just lead 5. We could just lead this lap and get 5 bonus points, but man, it gets very tight. I'm not sure if I want to loosen the car up though. It does help with the corners a little bit, like in terms of like keeping the speed going. But I'm not sure if I want to make it looser, maybe just a tad. And we got 5 bonus points. And Mikey is no longer with us, sadly, but that's fine. Not sure when I'm coming down pit road, but it has to be pretty soon though. We are not making it to lap 20 or anything like that. We're not doing any one-stop and shenanigans here today. It ain't Michigan, thank God.
Number 18 is passing high.
We have only 2.0 left of fuel. Matt Kenseth's going to try to retake second behind Bonnie. Here's the thing, though. I mean, 15, 16 laps is not bad. I guess the next lap will have to come down pit road.
Let's get a new left rear tire.
Yeah, very low on fuel.
Nervous. Get in here.
Dale Jarrett's coming in. Oh, no, he's not coming in. So I'm going to have to come in this time. From the lead, we're gonna have to come into pit road this time. Box. We're gonna keep blocking both lanes here as best we can. But mainly it's just Matt Kenseth. Like ever since he got around Mikey. Oh gosh, yeah, I'm not making 2 tires with this. Definitely not. We have to take 4. We have to take 4 each time. I don't understand. It's like Talladega we can get away with 2, but Daytona we can't. We have to take 4. It's the same exact setup. It's the exact same setup, so I'm not sure why it's like that. Yeah, we have to come down this time. Pit.
Got one eye. Stay focused.
And unfortunately,
You get the
not
lead back.
a single car came with
Get
us.
Z and block right about now. Okay, we're clear.
We did a pretty poor job of doing that. We're probably gonna make it looser. Yeah, unfortunately we have to take 4 tires, and it's going to be a long pit stop, so hopefully that's not the case, but not a single car came down with us. I am very scared, because we weren't going to make another lap. Damn my efficiency not being so high enough. Alright, like I said before, this is the performance review race. We came from the lead, so it's up to these guys now. That was slow, very slow actually. The mistake they made was trying my patience.
We got some cars headed down
And unfortunately,
pit road.
Tony Stewart is now going to pull away from us. Because just poor timing on the pits. All right, up. Oh, never mind. We got up with Tony Stewart. That's good. But we just have the acceleration compared to Tony Stewart. So eventually, when Tony Stewart does get back to us, we'll let him go.
You're clear.
Usually at Daytona, you're allowed to merge off of turn 1. Unless there's cars coming. Speaking of cars coming, they're coming onto the track right now.
Seconds behind the leader. Stay smooth. We'll get there.
The 2 car is inside.
That's another rearview mirror.
I hope the undercut works. Let's see.
We don't want him getting beside us.
Watch the cars coming out of the pits, buddy. Number 12.
Not really, actually. It's gonna put us in the top 5. Yeah, we're far behind now.
The 15 car.
Oh,
now
oh.
Top 5.
Mikey just blocked Tony Stewart now.
You're clear.
That's not good.
I'd like to see him stay back there.
Yeah, that costed us time on pit road. That really did. But hey, still top 5 run though at the Super Bowl at the place. I would say the Super Bowl NASCAR, but the track is correct, but not the event.
Car outside.
As I said before, we're gonna let Tony Stewart go by. We already got Mikey in front of us. I do want to get fix the relationship with Tony Stewart though. So we're gonna try to let Smoke go by here if he can. Anyway, well, I would like to have one of you go by.
No one inside.
I didn't say both. I said one.
Stay
Anyway.
with it. We'll get that back.
Yeah,
Number
we're gonna
20
stay behind
is
Tony
trying
Stewart
to
and just draft with him.
All clear, buddy.
I mean, we got our parts from Joe Gibbs Racing, like in our ARCA days and early Cup days. We gotta work with some of these Joe Gibbs guys. We just got to. Is that Bobby Labonte in the lead? I think that's a green car. That's Bobby Labonte in the lead, I believe.
20 car is going for the block.
Just gotta stay with Tony Stewart here as best we can, because he's getting a draft from Matt Kenseth now. And Mikey's gonna be left in the dust if he doesn't get in our line. So right now it's a 3-car breakaway, with us being a 3-car breakaway. Well, it was 4, but Mikey is just not catching up at all. Meanwhile, these guys are not working together, so it's just going to be up to me to try to push Tony
We're
Stewart.
halfway home.
As, hey, P6 and halfway, I'm okay with this, 100%. Come on, get a line, guys. Let's go. Again, they just have the corner speed that I don't. Oh, no. Where'd that speed come from? What the heck? No, get it. Stay in there. Stay in there, please. How did they just leave me? They just left me. They just left me out without doing anything, leaving out or anything. They're just gone. What the heck? That's an issue. We're gonna have to let Mikey come back in front of us now.
3.5 seconds behind the leader.
Come on, Mikey, get in the draft. We had some people coming down pit road. That's
The
interesting.
10 car is inside. Clear all around.
So it looks like they can try to go 16 laps. I mean, I don't think I know I can't. So we're gonna try our best to have a little bit of an altered strategy for this stage of the race. We're gonna probably take 2 tires.
Got a car leaving pit road ahead.
I can't tell if Mikey's coming in this time or not. I mean, if he is, I'm kind of in trouble. Okay, no, he's not. It's just by the way he looks like he's driving. I know he's going down towards like the bottom. Oh, like if he gets to that pack, though, I'm in trouble.
Just 6
as
seconds
well. I
separates
mean, we've
you
gained a
from the
few
leader.
tenths though. And that's pretty cool. Oh, we have a blown motor as well. That's not a good look. Right in the middle of turn 1. That's Ashton Lewis, one of our Pontiac friends. And Bobby Labonte lost the lead, it looks like there. He's in the middle of that pack up ahead now. I wonder what happened to him. He looked like he went down to 3rd or something. I don't know. Maybe got held up by somebody.
He's taking it easy on you. If there's anyone else, he'd be blocking. Your right front tire's
Yeah,
a little more.
14
Careful now.
laps. Well, 15 actually. 14 and a half or whatever. All right, so now we're in the pack. Now we're back in this pack. Me and Mikey have been working together all race long. Thank you, Mikey, so much. But I gotta work with Tony Stewart though too. I gotta clear up the tension we have between the two of us. Look like they're getting held up by somebody. Actually, we're gonna let Tony Stewart come past us. Like so.
Number 20
We're
is
gonna be
still
side
there.
by side.
The 20 car is still there. Keep digging.
We're right behind Mikey. Why are we not losing? Why are we losing
Number
the draft?
20 is still there. Careful. Gained another spot. Clear.
Is Newman a lap down or something? That's interesting. It's gonna be close if I want to take 2 tires though. It's gonna be very close. I don't know why I did that. I should not have just blocked Newman there. Yeah, we're losing the draft quite a bit. It's probably not gonna be a race-winning strat, but it's gonna be something. We need to let some of these guys go by. Can't they just pass me on the bottom though?
Bring it in when you're ready. We're in our pit window.
Well, we are in a pit window. You're right. As Tony Stewart will finally try to go
20
around
car
us.
is looking left.
We're about 7 seconds off the leader's back bumper.
I mean, I can't work any lane. Because Newman wants to stay up top. Oh god, we're getting tight. No. Alright, 9.5 laps to go. Gotta start thinking about coming in. Honestly, I should have just pitted earlier. I should have just topped off whenever I had the chance. Just take 2 only. But I need to come pit with some people, though. That's the thing. We need to merge with some people. I mean, I'm okay with a top 10 run today. I mean, we're not winning this race.
Only 10 laps left.
Man, we're just losing more and more time because Tony Stewart does not want to get in front of us. Are you finally wanting to get in front of us?
Right rear's getting worn. Keep an eye out.
Thank the Lord.
Someone got by you. Let's go after
Now,
him. Okay.
well, I don't want to go after him. I want to stay with them. Yeah, we're going much faster. Tony, I can't run the top very well. I need you to run the bottom, please.
You're making me nervous. Get in here for some gas.
You gotta come next time by. Alright, relationship mended.
Might be time for a new left rear tire.
We have to come in. We're going for it.
Far high. Okay, we lost a spot.
Several of the crews now
We're going for it. We're going for it. We're going for it. 2-tire stop. I hope the left sides hold out. We need all the time advantage we can. Come on. This is a performance review, guys. Well, we know what we're doing now.
One can of fuel's going in. Will there be a second can? No, there won't. 2 tires, 1 can of fuel.
What a joke, guys. What a joke. What an absolute joke. There goes the plan. Well, it will. Not it could. I know it's the air gun's fault, but come on. Like, it's honestly 2 races in a row, I believe it's that guy that's been doing that. I'll have to look at the footage. But anyway, it is performance review time, and it's make it or break it. Like, the crew did not perform today. So that's gonna take into account, because this is the most important day. Since I'm the owner of the team, it's important to perform on this type of day. I've discussed that with him, and I think the pressure's gotten into them. Yeah, that pit stop just brought us right behind Tony Stewart, but I think we're just not going to be able to snip the draft.
There's some leaders coming in.
That is such a shame. Up. We got just a whiff. Just a whiff.
Car down low. That's one more day.
I was completely shocked. Did he also take 2?
Clear.
I'm curious. Mikey's coming out. I think that's Mikey. No, that's Jeff. No, that's Jeff. He's in a different car.
Got one down low.
We're just barely holding on to Tony. Like, come on, Tony.
You're clear.
Let's let bygones be bygones. Let's work together here, yeah? And so far, he agrees. But you're not agreeing with me by running the top, though. That I don't agree with. No, I lost the draft. No. Come back here.
All right, now get hungry. We need to eat up this 10-second gap to the leader.
Well, guaranteed top 10 unless something like drastically wrong happens. We've got 5 laps to go. Tony's running the top. He's not being cooperative.
Down low. Way to get around him, buddy.
I think the whole field took 2 tires.
Clear all around.
That's what I think happened. They took 2 tires. Because we're still in P7. And the cars are going to pull away from me, I think. I think that's Mikey there. Yeah, oh my gosh. Guys. Now I'm going to be all by myself for the next few laps. Coming to 2 laps to go, we have some new faces in the fray. We have Joe Nemechek, who is clawing his way into the top 10. He's always does well in the NNE Super Speedway races in this game.
The 24 cars coming up quick.
Now we're just going to have to defend for the next 2 laps between Joe Nemechek and Jeff Gordon. We got our biggest rival, Jamie McMurray, also having a solid run today in P10. Not too bad today for the Texaco Havilland Dodge. As we're going to keep blocking as many lanes as we can to try to protect this 7th place spot. We're not going to have anyone trying to go get the spot. We have no chance of getting another spot in front of us, but we're going to have to make do with what we got. We have a 4-car battle behind us. As well, we have Kevin Harvick, who's also joined the fray. He had a wonderful start to the season, but unfortunately, as of late, he's not been doing so well. As the leader takes the white flag and now as well. We're going to keep blocking the top, and we're going to probably walk back to the bottom because we're going to leave Joe out to drive. We're probably going to head right back up to the top, and if we get a chance, but nope, we're going to stay right at the bottom because Jeff Gordon's going to try to make a move on the high side. That does not work, sir. That's just not how life works. Anyway, we're gonna keep going, and Jamie McMurray's about to make a dive to the inside. Our left front just got red, so we're gonna basically hold on as best we can, block, and then reblock the top because the two Hendrick cars are working together, or at least they were. And now it's just Kevin Harvick pushing to 24. Jeff Gordon's gonna probably have one last chance of a push. It looks like there's a car up ahead for a spot, but we're just not gonna have enough time to go grab that. We're gonna go right back to the top. And immediately, that was a big mistake. We have to go right back to the bottom and cover that bottom. We're gonna block both lanes once again, and we're gonna come home in the midnight green for probably our last race with Excel in 7th place.
Finish in the top 10.
Let's get it backed up, then we'll celebrate.
As Ricky Rudd wins for the Wood Brothers at Daytona.
Not a single caution lap was run in the whole race.
You know, that's pretty amazing. It says a lot about the quality and true talent of these NASCAR Winston Cup drivers.
The 56 car never even got a scratch in this race.
Well, it's going to be a happy crew when they get back to the shop. They can immediately go to work on next week's car without having to worry about fixing anything from this race, and that makes for a much less stressful atmosphere.
The 56 car seemed to run quite well in this one with Michael Waltrip.
Relationships with other drivers are important in NASCAR Winston Cup Series. It can make you or break you.
We hope you enjoyed the race tonight. For Barney Hall and everyone here at MRN, good night.
A really successful day. I will say that. A completely successful day. We have a new fast lap and everything. Just wish we can keep our pace up with the guys in the in the front there too. It's just because once again we just have no corner speed compared to those guys. I'm not sure what's the cause of that. It could be the chassis tire grip, or it could be the the downforce, but I don't see the point of that though. Anyway, we know about our top 10 with Ricky Rudd winning. We have the tie for the most laps led, I think. Yeah, with Ricky Rudd and Michael Waltrip too. That's interesting. Yeah, we finished 7th with 2 laps led. So let's just take a look at the rest of the field here of where they finished. Man, the Penske duo did not have a good day. Dale Jr. for Super Speedway, he had a terrible day. He finished in 14th. By his standards, that's really bad. Brett Bodine with a 23rd place finish. Not so bad. And Robbie Gordon continues to have a terrible season. What's going on with him? Like, he just finished 35th at Daytona. That's not looking good for him. As Mark Martin, as we have 3 people that went out of the race this race, we have Mark Martin on lap 1. Wow, apparently. I didn't even know he died on lap 1. Mayfield in 10 laps in, and Ashton Lewis 26 laps in. Anyway, let's head back home. But that'll do it for this episode of NASCAR Thunder 2004. As you can see, we're back in the primer. I haven't even looked at my sponsors yet. I'm going to have to take a look at that as when I'm off recording. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that episode in Daytona. And if Maxell does not want to come back with us as a primary sponsor, then we appreciate everything that they've done for the 18 races. It was awesome. It was an awesome run. If they do want to be with us again still, but we'll think about it. We'll sign it or whatnot. And yeah, that's all we got for this episode. We'll see you next time at Chicagoland, guys. If you liked the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you then.